I'm Sandy DePriest, and believe it or not, this is the first time I've ever done any kind of instructional video. But welcome to my kitchen. We're going to talk a little bit today about one of close to my heart's new products, the Bookmark album, which comes like this as a naked book. And you can decorate it any way you want, of course. And I'm going to show you a few things that I did to decorate this version. I used our beautiful Pemberley collection papers, which are these beautiful B&T papers right here. And of course, two sides of each. And I used quite a bit of this, as well as coordinating cardstock. I also used several different of our new stamp sets, and I'll show those to you as we go along. Now, the Bookmark album is a magnetically closed album, so remember that you have to keep your embellishments fairly simple inside so that the magnet will close the book. However, you can just embellish away on the front of the book and the back of the book, which is what I did. I used some of our opaques, of course, and these flowers here are cricket cut flowers, and 3 different layers, 3 different sizes, and I used the technique that they show in our workshop guide for the Pemberley collection. They take you through it step by step here, where you just stamp the image onto these 3 different layers and then layer them with pop dots if you wish, or you don't have to do that, of course. And then I also use some of our new bitty pearls in the middle of the flowers for the seeds. This stamp image that is on the flowers is part of the Pemberley Workshop on the Go stamp set. Right here, a great little stamp set, very versatile, and I used this little geranium image here on these flowers. Something else that I did was I used some of our Color Ready seam ribbon and colored that with some honey ink here and some Indian corn blue ink here. This ribbon is very versatile and it's great fun. If you don't mind getting just a little bit messy decorating this ribbon, but I had a lot of fun doing this. If you're doing large numbers, a large amount of the ribbon, you might want to put it in a plastic bag and squish it around. If you're just using little pieces like this, to put it in a sprayer or even use a dauber on your ink pad will work with this ribbon. It's very versatile, very fun to play with. I also made some of these little baker's twine, I call them lollipop flowers. I'm going to walk you through that in just a moment, how to make these. They're very simple and fun. But let me walk you through the rest of the album, and we'll come back to the lollipop flowers. For the front of this, I used our very versatile stamp set, Family Love. Here are some of the images, well used already. Very nice sayings. It's a very nice stamp set and very appropriate for this family album that I made. All right, here we go. As I said, keep your embellishments simple. A lot of creative stamping will go a long way. I used this doily here as a recurring item in this book. And this, don't forget about your Workshop on the Go stamp sets. They're great, and they're not just for those layouts, of course. You can use them in so many ways. And I used this Florentine. This was from the Florentine Workshop on the Go. And this little doily here, you will see several times in this book, as well as this lace border here, which makes for a nice stamped lace border, for instance, right here. All right, I've used several little border stamps here, and also this little lamp here is a really cute image that's, again, can be used in so many different ways. And this stamp image is from our Stella Workshop on the Go stamp set. Right here, it has cute little different areas of the stamp to use so that you can get different colors, different layers, different looks. Very cute little lamp, and I used pop dots to pop that lampshade up a bit. I also used some of our new binder clips just to give it a little edge, and of course this piece sticks up so it doesn't bulk up your album, it just shows on the outside a little bit. Also used some gray twine for my tag ribbons here. And I also used some of our chocolate stripe ribbon, which I cut into smaller pieces and narrower lengths to put throughout the album. Use a little bit of our bronze glitter gel on that doily. This was a fun thing to do, and it's also detailed in our book on how to do that. It's not patterned paper, but I made my own pattern paper by using coordinated cardstock, and I used this image here from the card word puzzle, another one of our new stamp sets, and just stamped it randomly over the cardstock so that it created a nice little pattern paper. Something different, and again, creative stamping as opposed to bulky embellishments. Here's one of the flowers from our new Just Blooms paper shapes. These, of course, are color ready, and you can sponge daub them with color or spritz them. You could even stamp on the blank ones. But with this one, I just added a little honey ink to that, and it made a nice little pop and coordinated with my other pattern paper that I made. I used foam tape very sparingly, but I used that to pop up this frame, which happens to be one of our cricket shapes, and the frame again is from this wonderful Family Love stamp set. Some of these flowers here are from our new collection of blooms. I love these colors, they're fabulous. Our Just Blooms paper shapes, and you can see all these yummy summery colors. And here's this little yellow flower, little creme brulee flower that I put here on this square. These little flowers are nice and flat and don't take up a lot of bulk, so they're a nice thing to add to your book as well. I made some little ruffle borders here to put my tags in. I love this page because it has this little chipboard half circle that sticks up, and here's a chance to put something a little bulkier so it doesn't bulk up the inside of your book. But I used one of my Lollipop Flowers and a couple of these Just Blooms to decorate that little half circle here. But as you notice, as I turn the page, on the other side I put another one of those stamped doilies. I just used ink on a sponge dauber to color in this half circle. These naked books are great for not only putting paper on, but you can ink them easily as well and make them very attractive and different looking. Here's another one of these borders. There's one of our zip strips. This is another technique that is detailed in our book. What I did was I took one of our patterned papers and cut out individual hexagons here, and then created a little pattern here with putting some of our bitty pearls in between each of these spaces. It makes a really nice focal point for this particular page. And I also used some of the stamps from our workshops on the go. Here's another page where it just took a few strips of paper, and we got a nice little grid look, and you could put pictures here or other stamped images. As you can see, more inking and just creating little pockets. Very simple embellishments really that you can do yourself that are not terribly bulky. All right, I want to explain to you a little bit about this Lollipop Flower. All you do is put a little glue on your paper. You take one of our little, these are one of our little glitter buttons, put it in the center, and take some of our twine, tuck it underneath the button, and just start winding. And the more you wind, the larger your flower is going to be, obviously. Very simple technique, but it makes a great looking embellishment. You different colors for different lollipops. You could make these to look like candy or flowers. And in my case, I just kind of use them as a little badge button. And then all you do once you've got your twine to the size that you want, you just trim it out with your scissors. And you end up with a cute little embellishment like this. You don't have to put the button in the middle. You could just start in the middle and wind around to make your peppermint candy or something like that. A great little embellishment, and again, a not very bulky one to use on this great bookmark album. That's kind of it in a nutshell. I hope I haven't gone too fast for you, but I had a lot of fun making this book, and thank you for watching this time. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.